You wanted the 5, you got the 5.
Thank you.
The 5 is over.
I ain't paying the 5.
She want a piece of the 5.
I ain't paying the 5.
$40.
That nigga Martin.
$40.
That nigga Martin said he ain't paying the 5.
I'm not paying the 5.
Okay, 35 then.
What you talking about?
You know what? Hello, everyone.
I lose this shit over that 5.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Urban Absurdity.
What is popping?
We are happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Rob, you got the camera on me just right? I don't know. Nigga fly. I'm a different type of nigga today.
Oh, shit.
I'm
There
a
we
winner
go.
today, Robert.
Wait a minute. Is that a fur Nike sign? Like,
Nigga,
is that?
shit, this is what you... Nigga,
Is it?
That fool got. Do we got that squirrel?
Is that like me?
Is that
Nah, this
that's
ain't
that
like me.
squirrel?
This is a sticker. This is a sticker.
Why do you feel like a? Why do you feel like a? They need to. The people need to know.
The people need to know. So this is what happened. I won the best comedian in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like it means something, but for people from outside of Kansas City, it may not mean nothing.
Yeah.
But it means something for if you live here in the city.
Right.
Like this is year 3. I was not on the ballot year 1. Like I was going through some
They didn't
shit.
put you on the ballot?
No, I was going through some shit year 1.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm sorry. Year one, I was not going through some shit. Year 1, I don't know how to make the fucking ballot, but I didn't. But my boy Boogie made the ballot, and it was just like I won because me and this nigga work together all the time, right?
Yeah.
So the second year, I made the ballot. Of course, you got heavy hitters on there. Shout out to these are heavy hitters on there, like Funny Marco. Like he's known worldwide. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Gerald Houston, he's known worldwide. Kylie Lucas, he's known worldwide. And Boogie Williams, he got a large following, right? And then it's me, right? And I'm thinking the whole time, there's just no way I'm gonna win this shit. Like I'm not like. If I win, it was going to be between me and Kylie because we both in Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
But Kylie jetting out of Kansas City if he ain't left already, you know? So
yeah, he gone.
Yeah. So it's kind of like.
Who's that? I'm out.
It really left me here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the voting happened all the way in April, so, I mean, he was still here. But Kylie is way past where, like, when you talk about, like, TikTok numbers and all the other good shit, video views, like, he's definitely way past where I'm at. But what I had to realize is that I'm here in the city and Wyandotte fuck with me.
Yeah.
And that was the big part. Like Wyandotte County, which is where I live at, my hometown, they fucked with me. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's where you be. That's where you be.
We're a small town, but I'm the only nigga from Kansas on that list.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like I had to compete with a whole bunch of people from Missouri. I mean, like, for a spot, like they all got to compete with themselves, you know what I mean? They spread it, you know, like some voting for each and one of them, right? But why not? They just voting for me, you know what I mean? So it was like one of those things where as soon as I got on stage and I heard my name being called, but the way that it happened, it was like I was in the Twilight Zone. I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Tell us about it. What happened, bro? What happened?
I'm sitting there, right? Like I'm gonna tell you my week. Y'all got time?
We ain't doing shit.
I was gonna say, do we got time?
I know we had something on the list to get to.
We ain't doing shit.
So check out. I haven't told this story all the way through yet, right? This is my first time telling it.
Okay, give us the exclusive.
All week, remember you had called me the promoter? All week I was promoting shit. Like all week. Like my mind couldn't get past Saturday. The thing was on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like I could not get past Saturday because my main event was on Saturday, which was a blackout, right? Like, and that's the only thing I was thinking about. I got to get the dancers. I got to make sure the money's right. I got to make sure we got everything right. So my mind is just focused on making sure my event is good, right? Before I even focus on their event. You know what I mean? So, like, Tuesday, we just did the first daiquiri shop, which is it's called a daiquiri shop bistro, and it's dope. It's a nice ass atmosphere.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out. We had a live band. Shout out to the Go Hard band. And,
did they go hard? That's
hard, bro. Hard.
That is the question.
That's what's up.
Did
I gotta
they
ask
go
that.
hard?
You can't just be saying you the go hard, man.
bro,
You ain't going hard.
Yeah, but you didn't even.
Y'all didn't even really.
You didn't do too much.
The singer, his name is Carlton. I forgot his last name, but he won Vocalist of the Year.
No shit.
So it was like we got an all-star band.
Did
out
you
there.
already have him set up
When?
to do? Did you already have him set up to go?
To go what?
Because if he won, then he could have upped his price.
He could have. but
Okay.
we had them
You
already.
already had them locked
That's
in.
what I'm saying.
This is
There
the
you
week
go.
of. This is the week of.
You doing business
Yeah.
now, boy.
This is the week of, right?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying.
I'm
I changed it.
yeah.
Nigga. 250 more.
Nigga, I'm gonna need 20K. I don't
Right.
give a fuck.
I pray he don't watch this shit.
Nigga, do you know why you?
Right, he could have said that. He could have been like, "Nigga, it's time to up those prices." 'Cause that's what I told people. But their band is there, right? And
Yeah.
they're like, I mean, like they killing it. We having a good time. That's Tuesday from 7 to 10. I'm focused on that, right? Then Wednesday is my Wing Wednesday joint. We focus on that, and that's packed. We having a good ass time all Wednesday. We stayed open till 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
In the morning, you know, I at least go to sleep at 10:30. We open till 12 o'clock at night, just having a good ass time on a fucking Wednesday, right? And
Yeah.
then Saturday come, and Saturday is ridiculous. I got hella security. I got police officers. This is a
Nigga booked everybody.
yeah, this is event, right? I don't even got these things where, you know, the movie things where you can make the line and shit.
Oh, okay, you got the rope.
Yeah, the rope, you know.
Okay.
The VIP rope.
Not the VIP rope, the stretching one, you know, that you
He
hook
got the
up
Walmart rope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The one
Yeah.
where you be in
Yeah.
the money lane.
I mean, as long as you separating them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
If he the little dude, he said, go around.
Niggas out there holding a chain and shit. Like, hey, bro, don't go.
The
Don't
motherfucker
do it.
had Walmart vest though. They just got work. Go around.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
So we got the little stretchy things or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And we make a little patio so we can have more people in there. So we packed out the joint. This was like, even though we did Freaknik really well, I think Freaknik was like $10 and $15. This time we upped the price. It was 15 and 20. So it was like 15 in advance and 20 at the door. And people, and you had to pay extra $5. You didn't have on all black. So we like the financial part is the only part I'm worried about. I don't really care about nothing else.
Was it a lot of people who didn't wear all black? I never understood.
You know what? It was a lot of people that wore all black. It was like specks of people that didn't. Like,
Okay.
Like one dude came up with a whole white suit, like not a white suit, but a jogging outfit, and I'm like, hit the nigga for 10. God damn, like this nigga didn't care. Like,
He
what
said,
the fuck?
Nigga, you know. Goddamn, man, give me $30.
That-
Give me 30 extra dollars.
the motherfucker said, look at me. Look at
fuck?
me.
Like, that nigga, like, I'm the only nigga here with all white. Like, that's why the nigga wore it. Give me extra 30, bro.
He said, so I know you see me.
Oh,
So-
my God. You got to pay to get out, too, nigga. I don't know
Right.
what the fuck, bro.
So we do really well on Saturday. Like our numbers was really well. We did good. Like I'm exhausted at the end of the night. Like it ends at 2:00. People weren't trying to go home. Like I even made a post. Like we was there till like 3:00 in the morning. Niggas, the parking lot was still jumping. I'm like, what the fuck?
I love a good parking lot.
I left and went home. I said, this is somebody else's problem now. This ain't mine.
Hey, I ain't responsible for these niggas no more. I'm going home.
Yeah, my
Motherfucker
shit-
said, stay alive, niggas.
Peace, niggas. I'm looking at the cop like they over there. They over there. If you need somebody, I'm all the way down the street. Some niggas out there.
Tell them to go home. I ain't got
Yeah,
time
I
to
gotta
be
go.
called back up here.
So like the whole day, like this is how fucked up it was. Friday, like that happened on Saturday, right?
Okay.
Friday, I went to go get my suit for the awards, and like,
You didn't already have it?
no, I didn't have nothing. Like I was literally in there, like picking up this and picking up that. Like, oh, this gonna look cool together. Nah, picking up this, picking up that. And the sassy about it, I only had like 2 hours before I had to get to
Where
work.
was you at, man?
I
Where
was at
you
K&G. Shout out to K&G for getting me right.
Okay.
Getting me right on time.
I did say you asked what should you wear
Yeah.
this. Well, the crazy thing is you asked what should you wear this year, as if you had time to really pick something.
I was
out that
waiting on
just
them to
about-
tell me so I just go and get it. Like that's all
Okay,
I wanted.
okay.
Them niggas like this. Cool. I'm gonna go get it. Like I
All right,
don't
I'm
wanna
on the way. I'm on the way.
Right. So that's what they sent me. They sent me a whole bunch of red shit. So I'm like, I'm
Okay.
gonna wear red. So I go into K&G. I'm looking for red. I find a red suit jacket. Right. I don't find no red pants. The whole time I'm no red pants. I'm like, fuck. What pants I'm gonna wear? The dude was like, black pants. They're gonna look right. I said, fuck it. Give me those black
Yeah.
pants. Whatever. He hooked up the whole shit. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So then when Sunday came, me and the old lady was just sitting there like, we don't really want to go. Like we was just
tired.
exhausted.
Yeah.
It was like, damn. Like I had all this week where I didn't get no sleep, and I work.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand, and I had my son.
Because I was about to ask you, Tommy. I was about to say, do you still work?
Yeah,
nigga? You
people
doing
don't
all
understand
this?
that. Like, yo, I work every day. What is it? Monday through Saturday I work. So like I'm off on Wednesdays and Sundays, and them the
Oh,
days
okay.
I'm really
Those are
trying to
days
do
you your
something.
thing. Gotcha.
So I'm exhausted. She's exhausted. Like we still gotta take my son. My parents just came back in town. Like they was out of town, so we still trying to get this babysitting situation taken together.
Gotcha.
They get in town and they still waiting on their luggage and they still waiting on the thing and like so we waiting at the house for another like 30 minutes an hour. Like after we done got dressed and went out to my parents in them house. So we waited for like 30 minutes an hour. Finally, we like, fuck it. My parents come. We hurry up and leave. We late. We get there like at 4:30. So I'm like, my seats that I probably had reserved are not reserved anymore. So we trying to find seats. We trying to find where we going. We taking pictures, all this other stuff. But I'm really just going to show love, right? Like I'm not really going because I'm thinking I'm gonna win. Because then I would have probably did the most. You know, I would have did the most.
They had the whole family there.
Yeah, I would have had the whole family there. I would make sure
had
y'all
like like when Martin thought he wasn't alive. This.
I would have had on the fur, like in the heat, like niggas could have told me shit.
Then you had to fight. You had to fight. You got some people here. You got to do something.
He would have been like, I don't even know why the rest of you niggas.
Your uncle would have been like, tear this motherfucker up. What did you do?
So I'm like, I would have had it all jumping. I was just coming in, like just trying to show some love.
Yeah.
Like I was really praying that my homeboy Mike won the best massage. He dressed cold as fuck. I was really like I was rooting for Kylie. I was rooting for everybody that was Wyandotte too. So I was like really like just in there like, you know, this is Wyandotte shit. We up in here, whatever, right?
Yeah.
I kid you not, like they kept messing up the videos. So like sometimes the video would play before the person would come out there with the mic. Mm-hmm. So like after a performance, I don't know why the video was playing right after the performance because nobody came out yet and they said anything. But right after this last performance, it had said comedian, right? Like comedian or best comedian, whatever, right? I'm like, damn, like it's coming up right after this, whatever he's gonna say, right? So Ray come out and say some shit, and then they introduced the dude that's gonna come out and present the award. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let me get my camera together. Like I'm focused like this, like I'm ready to jump up for whoever that wins, right? The way that they was playing it, this is what fucked me up. The way they was playing it was the dude would come out. It was a video on the screen and it had everybody's name on there, right? The dude was just reading it, right? He would say, Funny Marco, Khalid Lucas.
So everybody who's all the nominees.
Yeah, so he would say that, right? But then you're supposed to pause, and then the screen is supposed to show the winner. So it's supposed to be like the winner is, then he will say it, right? But the way he read it, he didn't do it like that. He was like, he said, Comedian Cortez, Khalid Lucas, Funny Marco, blah, 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 and the winner is Comedian Cortez. It was like, wait a second, like, this nigga fuck up? Like I thought he was reading the names over.
So he did a run-on sentence. He didn't put like punctuation there.
No punctuation.
Then he said dot.
So you was nervous to walk up in case somebody grabs you back there like, hold on, nigga. That wasn't the right answer.
They would have been in the audience like, no.
Bro, I'm confused. I'm still sitting there. Everybody else is yelling around me. I'm still sitting there waiting on the screen to change for me to verify. Like, where my picture at? You know
that nigga did this.
Yeah, I was like.
They said, quiet down, y'all.
He said it too fucking fast. It was like.
So
like,
he was the problem.
Yeah, he was like, Ryan, Brianna, Robert, and Comedian Cortez is the winner. Like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute, did all of us win?
Yeah,
what are you saying?
Was it a group?
What is he talking about?
Everybody like, my woman like,
tap
get
grandma.
Up, get up. I'm looking like, why? Like, what? Where am I going to? Where? Like, and then everybody's like, get your ass up. So I get up, and I'm nervous walking up there because now I'm just like, is this even real? Like, I don't know what the fuck is really going on at this point. Like, I tell people, I'm normally quick on my feet. Like, I know not to get myself together.
You niggas play the joke.
Yeah. Like,
I ain't going up there.
It's a fucking prank. Like, it's fucking pranking me.
Bring me my shit. Bring it down here.
So I'm walking up there. Remind you, I haven't said this part. Remind you, though, they asked me I asked to be a presenter of the night or whatever, right? One of the presenter of the award. So my only objective was I got to figure out what I'm going to, say when I present. And I say the same thing. This is year 3, so I'm going to say the same thing I usually say. Wyandotte stand up, right? It's no cussing. I don't remember that at all, right? Like, in my mind, I don't remember none of that shit. But I had it ready. Wyandotte stand up. They stand up, and I was gonna read the list of the award people or whatever, right?
What did they just stand?
Wyandotte was up. See, that's the difference. Hey, when you control,
I ain't standing up.
Yeah,
my feet hurt.
Bro, Wyandotte ain't like that. They love me.
No, I get what you mean.
Okay.
So when I stood up there, like I meant to say Wanda stand up, but I was like, Wanda stand the fuck up. And like them motherfuckers stood up and we roared, nigga. Like we didn't yell, we roared in that motherfucker. Like you can see the cat, like if you see the video, it's like, nigga, the lights came on. I said, nigga, this Monsters Inc. The light. the lights came on in that
Flames
motherfucker.
and shit started behind you. That was cool.
So everybody's
video.
like raving. I'm like, damn. Like at this point, I realized like this was way bigger than me.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, damn, my city, you know, they voted for me. Like, and I never be ungrateful for that shit. Like that shit was dope. That shit was beautiful. And then I sat back in the seat, and this is what really fucked me up, because I'm like, I really came here to take our other award home, like our podcast award home. And Kim Possible, I think that's her name.
Kimology.
Kimology. Sorry, fucking that up. Kimology. She won that shit. And you know what? I promise you not. When I seen the list of people that were on that list of podcasts, I researched them all.
Yeah.
I was already following her though.
See, I
that was
haven't.
the only one I was already following. Like I was like, you know, like Parallel State of Mind.
Yeah.
They have a podcast, but they don't have like a podcast page. They just have the
where they
But I think everybody need a podcast page, because then I can tag you in this shit or whatever, right? But she has an Instagram, a large Instagram following, and I actually follow her. And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I can't be mad because I think she from the dot too.
Yeah.
If she not, she fuck with somebody that's from the dot. Like, it was dope to see. It was a dope experience. So I wasn't hating on nobody that won the podcast.
Yeah.
But definitely we running that shit up next year.
You
like
know,
on a whole bunch of circuits next year.
Yeah, I was looking for. I gotta download hers, and then it was some other people too, and I was like, let me listen, because I don't.
It was called Two Broke Hoes was on there.
I listened to theirs.
Yeah, I know. I bet you listen to theirs.
I listened to theirs when I saw Janelle on their show, and then I was like, oh, okay, so let me listen.
They kind of look alike.
Yeah, but I was like, I didn't see nobody else, so I gotta listen. But yeah, congratulations to everyone who won.
I should have brought my award
It's-
here.
it's-
I don't want to do too much.
It's
I'll do
like
that next
big
time.
for the city, definitely for Wyandotte. I don't
was
care.
big
Definitely
for the city.
Definitely for Wyandotte.
Oh, shout out to Sam Lockridge. That's my business partner with the promoting that we do. Like, he won Teacher of the Year. That was
Did
he?
dope.
Dope.
That was dope.
Good job. Who won promoter?
Promoter Mark's My Barber. But that was kind of like granted. Like, Mark's My Barber is probably he teams up with some amazing kind of like events. So it's kind of like, you know, Mark My Barber used to had. I didn't even know this nigga was a real barber. You know what I mean? Like, that's how many events that he was throwing. I was like, I went 1 year to try out for to be award presenter at the awards, and they was like, meet at this place or whatever. And this nigga was in the back cutting hair. I said, cutting hair? I had to really look back there like, this nigga really cut hair.
Yeah, you know, I knew he cut hair before, and so when I used to see him on the flyers and stuff, I'd be like, the barber? Like, the real
really?
barber, yeah.
Didn't he used to have that thing called X marks your spot?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think he used to have X mark your spot. Like, that was his promotional shit, and he would do the all black parties.
Yes, he would definitely do the all black. Yeah,
and he would do like these I'm gonna get with him.
Yeah. He used to do the all black, and then like it was, what was it? I thought every month he would do he was
doing a different
event.
type
event.
So I mean, Mark My Barber is definitely you know, in the game further than we are.
Yeah.
But we wasn't in on the list because we didn't start till afterwards.
Yeah.
But shout out to JR the Hood Star. Like, he didn't take home anything, but JR the Hood Star, like, this nigga should be winning more awards next year. Like, he does good promotion, and he's a good fucking host. Like, we had a blackout, and this nigga hosted the shit. Like, it felt like we was at a concert. He was on stage. He was getting everybody into it. Like, it was so crazy that this chick walked up to him and was throwing ones at him. I was picking them up off the floor, but shit, I ain't neither here or there. Like, why the fuck was he throwing ones?
We already paid this nigga. These
right,
mine.
These is ours. This nigga was just having a good time. Not even. She just threw a whole $100 at this nigga. I said, I got 50 of this shit. We'll split it, nigga. Can't take out
Let's go
shit
get
home.
something to eat afterwards.
Right.
But no, congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Really, congratulations to you. You deserve it.
I appreciate that.
You do. You
Yeah,
know,
because Wyandotte ain't had no party scene in a long time.
yeah,
That's
we
true.
haven't.
So that's cool.
And I give you congrats because I give you a hard time all the time.
True.
But it's just to keep you on your toes. You know what?
You like tough love.
I Okay, exactly. You know, if everybody else is like, oh, you're great, and then I say, nigga, you ain't shit. You know what I mean? Then it still make you like still step up just a little. Like, no, nigga, I still need to do something else. So no, congratulations to you. You've done comedy. You made us laugh.
Yeah.
Then you made us party.
Yep.
Then sometimes you take us to church.
I take you out to church.
and then back to the ass clapping. But either way,
hey, it's
a mixture. It's a mixture.
Yeah, because they're
it's
gonna be
a
in
mixture,
church.
you know?
They're gonna be in church.
Because you got a lot. You got a lot in you.
You got a lot on this plate.
You got a lot in you. So yeah, but I'm just excited. You said something about me being excited. I'm excited because we're back. Because we get to, I miss us having shows all together, and then it's just us.
Yeah,
it's so relaxing. It's comfortable. We could joke. We could fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
When we have guests, we be like,
I know we always be.
that shit be tense.
You gotta be careful with it. I sit right next to them motherfuckers too. Like you gotta be careful with them. They too quick for me.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'll be like, I hope you awake today.
Right.
the niggas about to give it to you. But
these
no,
niggas are professionals too. You don't want to get roasted by
Right.
these niggas. Like, god damn.
Please,
Bro, like-
please be nice.
Like people be looking at like how my boy did me. They looking like, damn, you let him roast you like that? This nigga is a professional. and he had like, you don't fuck with nobody that got the rhythm and with the mic in their hand.
Yeah.
Like it ain't nothing you can say. It ain't nothing you can say or do. Like
Like, all out some scissors and just cut their cord.
Right.
Nigga. It's the only way.
What was that?
You know what? Fuck this.
Y'all seen that one time when what's the fuck his name? It was like it was Kurt
That
Franklin.
Oh.
Kurt I think it was like the Steve Harvey Awards or something. Yeah, David Mann. Yeah, who? Lavelle Crawford. Oh,
Who?
that shit was
What happened?
legendary.
What was this?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, it was on that war show, and it was David Mann, Tamala Mann,
Yeah. I know.
Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
going against Lavelle Crawford.
Who won?
It really.
What
they
is it, a
was-
comedy battle? Like,
Nah,
what am I missing?
it was really just like they was award presenters. So they went up to present the award.
Okay.
And then one made a crack. I forgot how it went. One made a
one
crack.
on one of them.
Yeah, and the other one was like, oh, hell no, I'm going to come up and crack on you. And they was going back and forth, and that shit was good as hell. But you can't step in there and win that battle if you getting talked about in the crowd.
But you know what? You could tell, even though we know Lavelle Crawford's a comedian,
Yeah.
you can still tell, even just doing Brown, you could tell he's
Yeah.
quick. Like,
Yeah.
so just because a person isn't doing comedy
was
don't
killing.
mean that sarcastically they ain't going to come back on your ass with something sharp. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I
Yeah.
agree. I don't think that people understand that when you are sitting next to someone, like, you could be in a comedy club and take pictures with them, but it's different when you're sitting next to them.
Exactly.
You've had conversations with them before you start recording, and then you start recording. It's totally different from you just saying, "What you say?" Like, that's to an average person. You'll be like, "Shit, I'm about to,
Yeah.
I'm about to tear your ass up." But somebody else, you'll be like, "I don't want that smoke. I don't want that smoke. Unplug the shit because."
Right.
But yeah, you did. But you chose to sit there.
I know,
Remember, we had
I
that
know.
whole conversation. Where was everybody?
But you wasn't
sitting?
going to sit right here. And
I
Ron got to sit over there with the dang thing.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
this is my
remember
excuse. I'm
saying.
staying over here.
No, actually, I remember saying Ron said he was gonna sit right there. That's where he's gonna sit. He got to sit by the equipment, and I'm like, okay. And I said, well, I'm gonna sit here, and you was like, well, I'm gonna sit here. I'm like, I don't want to be in the middle. I kept saying I don't want to be in the middle, and
Yeah, I
he was
remember
like,
that.
no. So shit,
How did you end up in the middle? You never give up. Why'd you give up?
Because I gave up. I tried. You know what?
And Bianca don't be giving up. You know, I'm just thinking about that.
So we fall down, but we get up. I had a hard time. I just said, I'm not going back and forth with these fools. I'm just going to go ahead and bow out. But this is the last
You're
time.
supposed to be in the middle, though. The woman's supposed to be in the middle.
We ain't no Oreo cookies.
Just like the car seat.
Yeah.
In the back seat. Hey, woman got to get in the middle,
Hey,
bro.
I like being in the middle.
You
Though.
go on road trips, you going to have to be in the
You
middle. I'm not
silly.
sitting next to Cortez.
Silly.
Shit.
Silly.
Robert going to be driving.
Especially,
Robert going to be driving.
Just get a van.
listen,
Get up out of here.
we go.
Hey,
We
Robert.
Robert, slow this motherfucker down. What the fuck? That church music blaring and shit.
We gonna put one of them hats on his head, like the drivers be
Robert
wearing.
really gonna be driving like, with a goddamn atlas. Like, the fuck you got an atlas, man?
I don't do no GPS. That shit ain't godly, goddammit. I'm gonna navigate this
That fool
motherfucker.
putting the map out on the window, on the dash.
Right.
While he driving, talking about, I believe we right here. We only going to the store.
Bro.
Just right up the street.
Right to the
Boy.
street, this nigga just got us shaking in the goddamn van for no reason. This is how we ride in a van. Like, nigga, where is we going? Where it's bumpy like this? Nigga?
Is this gravel?
This time it's a shortcut. We gonna just cut through here.
That's what the map said, goddamn it, I'm just going.
Nigga got to ride on horses and shit.
It's a buggy in the back of us.
we like, we ain't got no service, nigga. I can't call nobody. That shit go out. This nigga act like he the mechanic. He like, oh well, shit. Look like it's the alternator. Nah, nigga, it's the heat that you got us in out of the motherfucker that fried alternator.
We come out the van. He got a cigarette on the side of his mouth, trying to fix some shit. Talking about, I think we should follow the North Star.
Nigga, right?
Listen, dog.
The North Star.
We ain't doing this shit.
Talking about we should follow. What was it called? The drinking. What's it called, Robert? The drinking. The
Big Dipper.
The Big Dipper.
Everyone say it's right there. All we gotta do is
Oh my God.
all we gotta do is go straight.
Stop it, man. Stop the van, bro.
Just let us off.
You gonna have random people in the van with us like this nigga a 16 passenger.
We gotta
load it up with hitchhikers. I'm a man of God, goddamn it. I don't leave nobody.
And church members.
Church members. Sister Johnson in the back. She had to go to Columbia, Missouri. So Robert gonna stop by Columbia, Missouri, and drop her off on the way to St. Louis on the back road.
No, I appreciate you, Robert.
Past the collection place. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened to this church.
I appreciate you, Robert, for coming to get me to church and take me back.
Hey, the church gonna have a testimony and shout out when they doing the announcement. The shout out for Brother Robert. He done took down the church down there. He done took the church down there and dropped Sister Johnson off. And Miss Johnson said she loved the ride. It was a little bumpy. Hurt her hip, but she right with her family where she needed to be.
So y'all go ahead and send out a prayer.
Send out a prayer. She in the sick and shut in right now. We ain't saying Brother Robert did anything wrong. We just gotta get his shocks checked on the van.
Oh my God.
We would help out, but
Just shook up a little bit.
She'll be all right. Hey, thank God it's not the corona. Thank the Lord. And they going to preaching.
Oh yeah.
That fool talking about she been bankhead bouncing since last.
She was in church like this. Just in church. They like, sister, you feeling it? I'm feeling something. Feeling that ride that we was riding on last week.
She been Nina popping since Sunday.
Feeling these struts on this man van, goddamn. That's what I feel.
She all up in the chiropractor. The chiropractor is like, I can't do nothing for you, Miss Johnson. You won't stop. You won't fucking stop. Don't let Robert drive that van, boy. I already know it's gonna be messed up.
This motherfucker gonna say, slow this motherfucker down.
Take me off. Take me out the van, bro.
Like that motherfucker going fast. Only go up to 60.
Man, I can't even laugh no more. I'm done. I'm done, bro.
You be sleep like this. You be. I be like weekend at Bernie's and shit, nigga. Your shit just.
That fool said.
What the fuck you rent this van at, nigga?
Hey, where did you get this?
I'll be like, somebody get Ron up and close that door. This nigga done fell out the car. Shit.
Oh my God.
Hey, we walking out. We stopping at gas stations, getting out the car like this. Shit.
The van's still bouncing. Everybody out of it.
How many more miles we got? This nigga Robert like, miles? According to the map.
Like, still got half a page. Nigga, I'm out of here. Fuck
nigga don't know miles on the map. This nigga like, man. We almost there. That's all I know. That nigga don't pay attention to the signs or nothing.
You got a pencil and shit licking them. Bro. Last trip I'm ever taking with your ass.
Bro, we gonna be like taking the what was it called, the chitlin circuit fucking with Robert.
Hell yeah.
Our podcast gonna be around the chitlin circuit. They gonna be in Mississippi. This nigga Robert still he gonna give us history facts right here. Like, Robert, you don't drive this motherfucker out of here.
Listen, I'm gonna be in the back writing SOS in the gravel. Talking about nigga, somebody go come. Shit. Shoot that damn flare gun so we can get the.
That nigga pass up 20 quick trips to go to one of those gas stations that click up, you know, the numbers.
Oh my god!
It just be paper numbers. It just be going $1. Nigga. I ain't going to that fucking gas station. The attendant come out there like, can I pump your gas?
Nah,
I don't
bro.
know you.
Nah, hell no.
We done passed Walmart to go to the general store. Is that a moose on on the wall?
Hey, this should be a cool trip though. Let's do this. Let's plan this shit,
Hell
right?
no. Robert got me fucked up.
His air, his air don't work.
The air ain't gonna work, man. I already know Robert Fenton ain't gonna work in there. He gonna have his name on the side like Robert and Sons.
and then in them vans,
Brother Robert's moving service.
in them vans, you can only push the back window out a little bit. get that air in there.
It hurts.
I used to hate that shit. You poke that little window out.
Oh man.
We gonna die here.
You gotta push the shit out, man. It opens up just a little bit. Yeah, Robert.
Everybody fighting to get to the back because you damn sure don't want to sit in the middle. Oh God.
Hey, that nigga gonna have a cooler. He gonna have a cooler in the back of sandwiches nobody eat, nigga. You have salami sandwiches.
Got some salami back there.
Salami, man. You got a whole thing of salami.
Y'all get hungry. I got them cold cuts in the back.
And they got the thick
Wheat
pieces of
bread is
ham,
better
bro.
for you.
The thick pieces of ham and shit. Like, nigga, you can slice this any thinner, bro.
That fool said,
They got breakfast ham.
that's that sourdough.
Oh my god.
He got the bologna with the big red,
Man,
with the big red wrapper around. The one you
what-
gotta cut up.
And when he got to drink, he always got some with no sugar in that motherfucker.
Oh my
He
god.
got some with just water in. Water.
Fool said, you want that crystal light back there?
Nah, he give you some of that Gatorade. That's Diet Powerade and shit. Everything
Man, bro.
Diet Orange, nigga.
Hey,
Like, nah,
that Diet Powerade, boy.
the Diet Powerade ain't too bad.
Hey, but you drank that shit when you was thirsty. You didn't have nothing else. I'm
Yeah.
like, give me that Powerade.
Yeah, I have. I can guzzle a
Bro.
few.
I have too.
Who the fuck had no juice at their
The
house?
green ones.
No snacks.
Go ahead and give me that Powerade.
They ain't had no sugar at that motherfucker, man. Yeah, that's gonna be some good times.
Hey,
man.
that should be the best drink you'd have ever had when you ain't got nothing else. Give me that one.
Man. Yeah, that sound like fun, bro.
That sound like fun, bro.
Man, I got a couple topics, man.
Oh, Lord.
I want to hear some serious stuff right now. Let's get serious,
All right,
man.
let's
We've
see
been
what
bullshitting.
Listen,
All right, I'm sorry.
My headphones,
I was just laughing too much, man.
My
Like,
headphones that came off.
can't nobody just do that shit nonstop. That's one of the things I do miss sometimes. We get celebrities here. We can't really act a fool like this. They'll be like, these unprofessional
I want
motherfuckers.
to be in our
So,
world.
you know what? I don't think so. I think sometimes they be wanting us to talk about certain stuff. I think sometimes they do. I think because they do interviews all the time.
Yeah.
So sometimes I be like, if we have something that just, something interesting like relationships, or we talk about the church band, whatever we want to talk about, I think we should bring it up from time to time.
Man, I just be feeling like because we do it so well by ourselves, they might feel it's like they ain't included. You know what I mean? Like if we just go, it's like we normally do. We go from the first 5 seconds and just don't stop.
But I think we should test. Sometimes you got to test the water to see if some people might go for it, and then some people might be like,
We're doing when these niggas come back.
Yeah.
Like the ones we already interviewed. Like when you come back, you just we just freestyle on you.
Yeah, just see how you. So if you come up with something and be like, relationships crazy, and then you look at it, motherfucker, like,
Yeah, Gary Owen. We gonna say that for him.
yeah, then
Damn.
Bro, relationships is crazy, right, Gary?
You stupid.
Gary
up,
Gary gonna do what he been doing. Say nothing at all. You gonna get the same shit you been getting. Absolutely nothing.
Man.
So what are we talking about? Okay, let's
What
talk
you got,
about
Ron?
something serious.
I got a couple of them that I found a little crazy. And not just because it was in the media and it was rich people, just because
Dun dun dun.
like parents and like the father son, like the daughter dynamic, whatever it is. Let me tell you, Dr. Dre's daughter. I know y'all probably heard about her, Latanya Young. She's homeless and says she's in a desperate situation. She's like living in her van, got 4 kids and stuff like that. So this has become this huge story now. It's a GoFundMe account set up, and then like word from Dre's camp is like he don't fuck with his daughter, basically, in short. Me being the wholesome brother that I am, I be looking at stuff like that. What could
wholesome.
make your child, like your offspring, say, you know what, fuck it? I mean, if you're on a billionaire's level, you know what I mean? Because I couldn't even just have a couple $1,000s in my, your grandkids is out there like sleeping in vans and shit. But what do you think could make that like a situation possible like that?
I'm not laughing at that situation. I just something a skit popped in my head. I'm so sorry. I listen.
Nigga, money tight right now. You see, god damn. You see, his wife got to give his wife $800 million. Shit
Man,
tight.
that money ain't tight. He actually got off easy. I think he had the $300,000 a year. I mean, a month.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot, but that's like $3 million a year. She ain't never gonna get married though, because when she get married, it get cut off. So she get like 3.6 a year
Until she get married.
until she get married. And who the fuck gonna get married?
Isn't that how alimony works? Like if you get married, they don't have to pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why motherfuckers do that shit till they die.
Listen, I'll be out on dates.
She got a nigga in the house. What is y'all talking about?
If I'm getting some good alimony, I go out on dates and be like, nah, I ain't looking for marriage, nigga.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You looking
Been
to
there,
marry a
done that.
motherfucker, you got the wrong one.
Been there, done that. Now let me tell you, I ain't doing it no more. that's how they come at you. Not make it seem like that's what it is. Been there, done that.
I ain't
Not
giving
doing
my
it.
heart away no more. I just can't
How
give
much
my
you
heart
making,
out there.
bitch? How much you making?
Listen,
let's make that shit together.
Should I be like, you know what? I'd have had my heart broken way too many times for this. I'd have had it. It's been relationships are a struggle.
Man, you know what? This is juicier than the parent shit. If you met somebody that you love and they was getting that good alimony, goddamn it, male or female, until they die, but you love this person, you didn't know nothing about that. You want to marry him. Would you go for that if she say, look, I can't do this to break this money?
Yeah.
You ain't got enough money for me to be motherfucker breaking no alimony payments for your ass. Would y'all be okay with that?
You know, as a real man though, like on some real shit, like on some real nigga shit, on some real man shit, bro. On some
I gotta
real,
hear this.
bro. On some real, back me up when I say this, Robert. On some real man shit.
Start the
bro.
van up, Rob.
I hear that motherfucker tune up.
It's time.
I hear that engine turning right now. Shit. I hear that shit kicking right now.
Man, I gotta hear this.
We in the money together. Fuck that. I on some real nigga shit. What we was talking about money? Me and Rob was just talking about how much we making our women's making shit. Nigga, I don't got a woman that make no $300,000 a month.
Man. Yeah.
And she don't want to get married.
She don't want to get married.
My only issue with that though is like on some real shit though. No jokes aside, all jokes aside. On some real shit, as a man, you always don't want to make your own money.
Nigga,
So
give
my
me a
plan-
promise ring.
So my plan will always be for us to get to that point to where we don't have to depend on his money no more.
Okay.
Like say that we spending that $300 to invest in ourselves, doing our own shit, making sure that shit good, and we get to a point where, of course, I don't know how we gonna ever get to $300.
I don't know how we ever
I
gonna
don't
get to
know.
$300,000 a month.
But we can get closer to that shit. Like if we can get to $100,000, babe. Yeah, I was thinking about $300 a year, $300 a month. We just have to bite that in the bud. Like we just don't have to just. This is your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we in love, I will pray that you know, like we can live that lavish life together.
Yeah.
But that scares me. I wouldn't be with nobody that has $300,000. I'm replaceable. I don't want to be replaceable. I don't want to live a lifestyle and then not have nothing to show for it afterwards.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of like I'm a chick that took a plane trip to Florida and shit, and got sent back to the hood. Like
Got flew out and flew back.
Yeah, I can't look at myself as a man at that point.
You go
like,
from filet mignon to Church's chicken.
Like,
listen,
I'll fuck
I
with
ain't going back with them.
right. I'll
A
fuck with
nigga already
it,
making money. I got a nice little,
Got a nice
I got
thing going here.
Guys, nice little setup. And
But think about that,
think
like-
a nigga about to come around and change some shit. I told you when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to get married. Hey, what we could do,
Right.
what they do in the Bible. You know what I mean? Nobody went down to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We profess our love to each other. Love you, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But as far as anything else go, I got this cash scrolling in. I stop this cash, this money flow. Get with your ass. Shit don't work out. My money's gone.
You
Mhm.
stupid.
The nigga gone.
That's what I'm saying.
The house is gone.
Mhm.
Everything that I'm used to being in. That's like that Diary of a Mad Black Woman. You think I would go from the mansion
You stupid.
and go backwards?
Stupid.
Yeah.
Nigga, shit.
Yeah.
I would have laid in that house like shit, nigga.
Oh, man.
I ain't
Drug
going.
me out stiff as a motherfucker. Like, is that motherfucker dead?
Dude.
You gonna have a hard time, nigga.
Motherfucker drag me out somewhere, they gonna call the police. I'm gonna be dead as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna be kicking, screaming, just gonna be stiff.
They be like, that nigga really ain't moving.
And I'm gonna lay there. Shit. We got a body over here, officer.
That ain't talking about.
Y'all need to come over here.
That ain't talking about. No, I'm alive.
Nigga been out there for like 2 hours. Nigga, somebody catch the case.
He ain't
you
moved.
drag me.
He ain't moved.
Shit, hell no. No, seriously.
Nigga run.
I guess you would have to see what type of situation, because that's okay. So if you were the one, let's say in the relationship, you were the one who did the right thing. You doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You doing the right thing. And then the relationship, the person be like, shit, I met somebody else and I'm leaving,
Damn.
right? And you, what the fuck can you do? They leaving, right?
Right.
But since you leaving, you got to pay me.
Yeah.
Cause
Damn.
hey, you gotta pay me. Cause sometimes we look at couples and we don't think about what the other person sacrificed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could be in a relationship with somebody, and even though you doing big, like people be like, well, she ain't got money or he ain't got money like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know what he put on hold or she put on hold for their life to better yours.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know how this person helped this person
Mm-hmm.
to get to where they need to go. Like I hear stories about dudes who like they became doctors or they became lawyers and the woman financed that.
Mm-hmm.
But even though she's a housewife, she was working at first and she financed them or helped them get to where they need to go.
Mm-hmm.
But on the outside, we like, they the doctor and she ain't really doing nothing. But you don't know what that person did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So from the outside looking in, it's different. So then you say, this person is leaving. This person has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing. Like they could have had something. Not everybody just want to sit at home. Some people really want to do shit, but the other partner is like, let me focus on this.
Mm-hmm.
And then get us to where we need to do. And then it's your turn, right? Couples do it all the time. But then that shit don't pan out because they done left you. Yeah, shit.
That's fucked up.
Leave me. Well, you know.
That is fucked up.
Like,
though.
I'd rather cry with $300,000 a month than cry
Yeah.
with nothing.
Yeah, you right.
I'll be like, this shit's so wrong. This
It's
shit's
stupid.
so wrong. I can't believe it. Somebody get my money ready for next month, nigga. I got a lot of,
Got a lot of shit to do.
got a lot of
to do.
shit, a lot of shit planned, nigga. Just say new Bentley came out. Well, go check the price on that hoe. Like, yeah. So, and then you meet somebody, and even if you love them, you like, I love you. This is great. This feels right. It feels so good, right?
Mhm.
And then they're like, yeah, let's get married.
Mhm.
Great. Let's get married, right? And then that shit don't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you fucked. You're so I don't. It's a hard decision. That's a hard decision. Cause love is just not enough.
Yep.
Love is not enough. I don't care what nobody say. You can love. Unless they your kids, love is not enough. Cause you
Yeah.
gotta love them, or you going to jail, or something happens
Right.
to you. You know
Well,
what I mean?
you circle back around in that question though. What could a child do to make you not fuck with them? How could you
Look
be a
at this.
billionaire and these people are just, your child is out in the street? What would it be?
I'm just.
Or is it anything? Like, is it anything you could even comprehend a child doing to you
Man,
when you
think-
cut them off?
Think about this, right? I don't know if y'all remember the debacle with Kurt Franklin and his son.
Yeah.
He cussed his son out, right?
Yeah.
Like, think about that though. Like, how does it get you to that point to cuss your son out, right? And you got to know that he can record it at any time. This is that world that we live in, and you know your son is. They said they've been having problems with that boy for a long time, right?
Mhm.
So, like, for you to get to that point, you probably at that point where you say, "I love my son, but I gotta cut this off because this part is gonna end up making shit bad for me."
Yeah.
Like, I can't have you fucking up my money. Like, I can try to give you money, but if it's an issue with the money I'm giving you, you probably don't get that shit no more.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing, I was reading about it, and I'm guessing with Dre, they said that she had a monthly allowance. And they didn't say why it's gone. They don't. I'm not reading why it was gone, but she don't have it no more, right? So now she's struggling, right?
Mhm.
But some people take their people for granted.
Mhm.
And sometimes maybe this is one of those things where it's a lesson that he's trying to teach her, and it's going public, but he's still like, well, shit, I got my own shit going on, so I can't worry about that right now, right?
Here's my problem with that lesson. Here's my only issue with that lesson. The problem is if you did not, it's different when you grow up broke or you grow up okay. Like, we not struggling, but we not like balling.
Mhm.
So when you grow up like we've grown up, you still learn certain lessons, right? Because it comes with, like, you could be struggling or we struggling, so
Right.
this is what you need to know. But if you don't grow up with the I'm struggling lesson, if you grow up with here,
Right.
here,
Right.
then a person only knows give me,
Right.
give me.
Yeah.
And then when you get tired of the give me, you want to get mad at this person, but you didn't teach that person. And I'm not saying that that's not what happened, but I'm saying what would make you do that, right?
Yeah.
So if you like, shit, I keep giving. You could be broke and keep giving somebody some shit, and you like, dog, I'm just saying, pay your bills, do the right thing with the money. Like, you're not doing the right thing with the money. That shit do get frustrating. It does. It does become a point to when you just like, dog, this is just too much. Like,
Ooh, shit.
good Lord,
Man, what the hell?
good Lord.
Shit, I'm so sorry.
Listen,
This nigga.
Put her head off.
listen, it was like I was in the van. Shit. Listen, I was in the van about shit.
This nigga.
The van too fucking small, Robert.
Listen.
Robert gotta get
Hey,
a
I'm
bigger
gonna
van.
tell you what
I'm
it
looking
is.
like, what the hell?
God damn it! Let me look at your shoes are nice. Your shoes are nice. He
What
wanted
shoes he got on? Is that what he wanted to
He
do?
got on the Nikes to match the outfit. God, Lee. Shit, my head was gonna look at the shoes eventually. Shit. But shit.
Chill.
Hey, this nigga flexed him. All right, flex.
Chill. You just wildin'. I'm just trying. Hold on. It's just the socks.
Look.
You didn't see the Nike socks, did you?
No, they was balled up at the
Yeah,
top.
that little,
They was balled up
that
at
little
the top.
Nike right there.
Hey, he tried to do the scrunchy shit with the socks. The chick
Yeah.
used to do with the scrunchies when we was in school.
I see the young niggas doing
life
that. I
of
said,
a
let
party
me scrunch,
promoter.
scrunch it.
No, nice shoes. God,
The
Lee.
life
I'm
of a
sorry,
party
continue-
promoter.
continue.
Nike'd out.
Shit, you know what?
Shut
Hey,
your ass up,
hey, we was about to have some urban absurdity issues.
Man, I'm like,
Listen, cause my ass was about to come here next week with the neck brace. Come up here. I'll be like,
Niggas, man.
hey, we got to get lawyers.
shit, nigga fucked up. I'll be like, nigga, I hope you got another party coming up.
I got Will over here like Hannibal Lecter. Like, what the fuck? Bianca, what the fuck?
Bianca, what happened to you? What happened to me?
I'm gonna be like, Ron, get the mic. Shit, nigga. Get the mic. I told you I can't move my neck.
Hey, you childish as hell, man.
Hey, I'll be rolling up on my rascal to the club like,
Oh,
shit,
my
nigga, how much you get tonight?
Cortez in there? Tell him bring his ass to the door.
Don't let her in. You see a motherfucker in a wheelchair with a neck brace. Leave that, kick that motherfucker.
Listen, I'll be like, I know it's an all black party. I painted my brace black. Nigga, take my money so I can get my wings and my cash.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Shit.
You all right though?
Oh, my God.
Hell no.
Your
go-
neck-
listen.
hey, you been losing all that weight.
Listen, you gonna see.
That neck,
nah,
that neck is
you
jerky.
gonna see.
Hey, that neck on the swivel now.
Listen, hey,
Motherfucker swiveling.
hey.
I seen that motherfucker walking in.
You know what? If
It's
Boy,
you,
her
y'all
ass
crazy.
shit.
listen, if you think this is something, you should see me after I get these 3 party promotions. You're gonna be like, where you at? Down in Miami, nigga, Dr. Miami. I'll be like, I'm over Cortez too. Because I want to keep that cash coming because I got another 3 years to collect on
Don't
this
give
check.
her shit.
This nigga gonna throw a party every night to be able to pay your ass back.
Listen, I'll be that mug like this, nigga. Nigga, shit. That shit cold. Like, I'll be like, a nigga still ain't been able to move my neck for 3 years.
Worse than Ron laying out for 2 hours. Your ass don't carry this shit out for 3 years.
Listen,
Hey, we don't fuck around about that money, bro. I will lay down for 2 hours in the heat.
Ron laying down. I'm in the Ron on the floor in the club laying down.
I walk past these
Start
niggas. They
getting
like
together.
Cortez. You just gonna let don't worry about these. Just walk past these motherfuckers, man. Walk past them.
I'll be like, Cortez, throw a wing down the Ron. You
Give
see
me a
him
drink,
down-
nigga. Give me a drink.
They like, what's wrong with Ron? Don't worry about this nigga. They acting. They some actors.
Ron gonna be that motherfucker. Like,
Trying to keep this check.
Cosplay, nigga. This cosplay.
put his hat back
That's
on
why
his
they
head.
look like this.
Oh, shit. Drag me
Listen.
to the bathroom, cuz.
Listen.
I gotta go.
They drag the nigga Ron to the bathroom.
Listen,
They rolling her ass.
Listen.
I'm like, nah, I got this. I'm gonna roll her ass outside.
Listen, when they put me out, I'm having a shirt to say "fuck you, pay me" and Cortez face on the back of my nigga, because I'm still getting my cash.
Man, I gotta keep
shit.
security
Hey.
thick out that motherfucker, man. All right, so Dr. Dre's daughter, right? I think
Hey,
me
man, I don't
personally,
even want to talk about it no more.
Nigga,
God
I-
damn.
I already tried to transition.
I'm just playing.
I want my money and I want it now.
Show up in the JG Whitworth commercials. You gotta be fucked up if you get on one of them commercials.
I'll be like, I had a business partner who broke my neck 2 years ago, and the cash stopped.
The cash stopped.
And I need my money now in a lump sum.
Shut your
No,
ass.
no more payments.
This nigga out here living an extravagant life, and he need to pay you. That's why I'm be your lawyer. He need to pay you.
I would be like, Cortez, tell her shake her ass a little bit more. You got more cash. That look like 50. That don't look like 100. I want my money.
Nah, y'all got me fucked up.
Shit.
Got me fucked
That's
up.
no, seriously. I don't know. I feel bad for her if not knowing the situation. I still feel like this. If it's my child, I would still help. I would be in control of everything. Like I would have a house. If you want to stay in this house, that's cool with the kids. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
But it's already paid for. It's already there. Like I'm giving you what I'm in control of because obviously I know that you cannot handle finances.
But check this out. Like when you give, right? People when people don't work for it, then obviously they just tear your shit up. So say this is an example, right? I think you said they got 4 kids. She got 4 kids?
4.
4. So the daughter got 4 kids, right? And maybe she was in a good financial situation or whatever, but I'm taking it far left.
No, I get you.
All right, so what if the money that he was giving or the place that she was staying in, she just let niggas come in there and fuck that shit up?
Okay.
Like as a dad, I can't keep letting you do that shit, right?
Yeah.
You now you just being disrespectful. Like now you just like it's not about the money now. It's about like the disrespect. Like you got these kids, these niggas ain't taking care of their responsibilities. Like you got like I'm giving you a house. These niggas is running drugs through the house. Like my name is on the house. So if they get caught, they gonna shut my shit down. You know, I'm just thinking about all kind of things.
But no, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, so listen to this. I mean, and I think it's a difference when someone who has money, and I'm talking about money that we may never see. I mean, money that is just like out the ass, right? So if I say I'm giving you this house, of course I'm not gonna be like cutting the grass and shit like that. You can hire people to do that shit. But I'm saying as far as like, no, it can just be you and the kids in this house until, you know, I'm letting you know this is what but I also.
What are the repercussions?
But if this doesn't happen, right, at least I can say this is what I tried to do. Because anybody should know, if I know a motherfucker cannot handle finances, I'm not going to give you the money. What bill do you need to pay?
Right.
And I'll pay it. But I'm not putting money in your hand because I know you don't handle finances well.
Right.
And also, if I feel like, even if it's my son, if I feel like shit, I fucked you up in that sense because I didn't teach you things that I should have. Like now, we'll grow up and we'll say, well, shit, I want my kids to have more than what I had. Or I want my kids to be able to do more than what I did. But you also have to still keep in mind that when you do this, we sometimes entitle our children, which we should not do. And I'm not saying that shit, you got to pay for everything, but I'm saying that you should understand what it is to take care of your business because just because a motherfucker got money, don't mean the person will always have money. So you still need to learn certain basic things. So would I get a house for my kid and be like, shit, these are my rules? And if you don't follow them, then you're going to be out. But at least I can say, this is what I did. I did not just give you money.
But we just don't know. We don't know. We got to, like, think about this, what you're saying, right? You're saying, like, if I do this, I can say, this is what I did. Correct?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know. We know he did shit, right?
Yeah.
So we got to know that he had to do enough to where he, like,
but he
social media-wise, he's just taking a beating on this shit.
But he came out and said that he gave money, right?
Yeah.
This is what he said.
Did he say that?
Yeah, I thought he did. I thought he said that
I didn't see that part.
I thought he said that he was financially help. He used to financially help her.
Yeah, used to.
Like give her money. So.
Or he said financially help her. He didn't mean give her money. Like you said, financially help me.
He said he used to financially. Well, she said that she's never really had a great relationship with him, period. Like, it's just been one of those situations, you know, a daddy, like, here, take this money.
But you
like,
know, another thing I wanted to say right quick is that I don't know how many kids he got, but you know, a lot of people that are famous like that, they don't even be in their kids' life like that. Like
that's what they said.
Yeah, they probably like it's a lot. Like I think Sean Kemp got like 18 kids or some dumb amount of kids. It's like how can you be there individually in everybody's life? Probably the only thing you can do is give money.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, if you fucking let's just be honest, okay? Let's be honest. A lot of people with cash kind of do whatever the fuck they want to, right?
Of course.
So if you can make time to be out here wilding,
you can't. How you gonna make time for 18 million?
But a lot of people do. A lot of people do. It's different when you are super fucking broke and you have nothing than when you could like say, like once a month, I'm gonna fly my fucking kids out here and spend some time with them. Like
course,
I know I
of
can't
course.
do everything like I normally, like a normal person would.
But think about this though. Like think about the lives they already live or what they already doing. Like a lot of these kids, they getting paid pretty nice with whatever, right? So they live a separate life. They don't even know their dad like that for real.
Yeah.
Like the dad probably first 18 years was in the NBA or handling business. Now he's retired, and now his kids is already older to where he's trying to build a relationship with them now.
Yeah.
But think about this though. I know this is gonna sound fucked up. I know it's gonna sound fucked up, right? But if I had a baby or whatever, and I didn't see this baby for 18 months, but I knew like I was paying for the baby or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean for 18 years. I ain't never seen this baby. Like if I'm like for instance, like Ron is a strong, hard person, right? Ron talks, like he's stern, right? People at the comedy show don't fuck with Ron at the comedy feed.
Not
they
OG.
know OG
Not
come
OG
in.
Ron.
Now let him have a kid, right?
Ron, not OG.
And let him have a kid that he don't know about. That he is having a connection with. He just living life. He like, I pay for my kid. I got pictures and shit. I see him every now and again.
Yeah.
But this is my job, right? 20-something-year-old kid comes into his life and is like, you owe me this, you owe me that, this is what I need, blah, 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 right? Obviously, Ron gonna be like, hold the fuck up now. You a man or you a woman. You can handle your own shit. Like, I can help you, help you with that shit. But you gonna have to do the shit to do the work first. You know what I mean? I'm retired now. I don't work like that no more. Like, I don't got millions of dollars no more. Like, you would hope that I do, but I don't, right? I got 18 kids I pay child support on. You probably gonna have an estranged relationship with that person. Like, even though that's your child. But I haven't been a part of your life to even get to know you, so I don't know what the fuck you doing with my money.
But at what point in time do you take responsibility and say, regardless, I made these choices to have this amount of kids? Let's just be honest.
I think you do it off rip.
But let's be honest, it doesn't matter. I'm serious, because if I did something, then I take it like shit that my son gets smart with me, right? He's at that age. And sometimes I have to take responsibility and say, that's from me laughing at that shit when he was young. You know what I mean? Like, instead of me doing like, the shit funny, I should have been like, nah. So at some point in time, you have to take responsibility on what you missed out with your kid or anybody else. So if you saying that you got all these kids, or if you just like, shit, well, I just don't really have the time to spend with my kid. Nigga, that's you. You have to take some responsibility. So
what do you do in that responsibility?
But in this situation, it's different because he knew that was his daughter. They said they just had a bad relationship because they were not like together. So my thing is just for me. If I got a lot of money and I know my son is horrible with saving money, right? That would be my thing. My thing is like this. Hey, I'm going to do this for you. This is what I'm going to do because I know you don't handle business well. Yeah. That may be my fault, but until we get you on track, this is what I'm going to do. That is my offer. That is it. That's all I can do for you. Like, and if that's the case, because I'm like, your wife is getting all this money. Your wife is getting all this money. She's your fucking wife. She's not even your wife no more. She's like your ex-wife. Yeah. And this is like like even if it's like fuck my daughter, these like your grandkids.
He got 7 kids.
Kids. And he knew he had 7. And he knew he had 7. I'm not trying.
Look, this is what it say. I'm reading this for you. It say one of the kids haven't seen her dad in 17 years. She has never even met her 4 children, his grandchildren. In August 2001, LaTanya claimed she was living out the car with no help from her super rich father. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's saying that she hasn't seen her dad in 17 years.
How old is she?
38. So, like, probably when she was younger, when she was 17, maybe she was wilding.
So, like,
17 years, she's 38. That nigga like 21, I'm out of here. She's 21, I'm gone.
Probably so. He probably he probably was doing this shit like he was supposed to. And then, I had a cousin.
But what happened if he wasn't? Let's just be honest, okay? Some shit came out that the nigga really didn't deny. Like, and it's been multiple women who said, like, Dr. Ray wasn't all that great of a fucking person. Maybe to Eminem, but not to them. So I'm just...
I remember he was beating on women.
So I'm just thinking like this.
Or I should have said it like that.
Could it be possible that maybe in that sense, like, you didn't really do all that great of what you should have done? Like, you could be a fucking dick, but still, at the same time, like, hey, this is what I can do for you. Because at the end of the day, you are my child. Whether I know you or not, you are my child. I can try to help, but these are my stipulations and the way that I'm going to help you.
And then I'm going to cut you the fuck off if you don't follow them stipulations.
And then
all right.
Yeah.
All right, since we don't have long, I'm going to throw this in. This is on the opposite side of the scope. Read an article about Quentin Tarantino. When he was young, his mom didn't encourage him. She kind of downed
I
his
think he
dreams
told
and
us
all
that,
that shit.
yeah.
Motherfucker, get some money. He
He
said,
didn't
I
help
ain't
her,
give you a penny.
Yeah, I
Not to
remember.
this day, she has never received a penny from him
We
being
don't
a
talk
millionaire.
about that shit at all.
Could you hold that grudge? Even if your parents didn't encourage you and they wasn't there for you like
They
they
probably
needed
was-
you. And what if it was only on that? Like, because some
Just
people
that-
don't know about dreams. They ain't dealing with that
Yeah,
shit. Some people
yeah.
don't know how to encourage a motherfucker. Would you just
Nah,
cut
'cause
your mom off?
It's the purposely stopping me from making it that I would cut you off for. Like, if you purposely stopping me and I finally make it, like, I can't fuck with you as a mom, as my mom. You know, I don't necessarily sound that's fucked up, but think about this, right? If the whole time I'm doing this shit by myself, I gotta find a way to these practices for the movies or whatever. I gotta find my way here. I gotta do this. I gotta do this all by myself. Like, I understand you a mom, but you down to me every time I fucking do it. Like, every time I say I'm about to go over my friend's house and work on these scripts, you like, well, them scripts ain't gonna do shit for you. You need to be outside cutting the
Fuck
grass.
them damn scripts.
Yeah, and then she just all the time, like, just stopping this nigga from doing the scripts. And on this day, you're not gonna be doing no scripts. On this day, you ain't gonna be doing no fucking scripts. And on this day, you not gonna be fucking doing no scripts.
That ain't said, so
And this
I
nigga-
only got 2 seconds.
Right. So this nigga staying after school getting his ass whooped by his mama because he can't do no scripts. Like Eminem was talking about. Eminem was saying like how his mom used to abuse him. You know what I mean? Like all his pain came from. Then he started talking shit about him. You know what I mean? So you know they ain't getting no. But maybe they do get money. But you know Eminem was talking shit about his mama.
Yeah.
So you know like Quentin Tarantino doing some shit like that. I can see. I think even Kobe do shit like Kobe does that to his did it to his own family. I remember
they
he
was
did.
stealing and shit though. They
See
were doing
what I
all
mean?
kind of
I
shit.
tried to help your ass.
See what I mean?
They was
That's
taking
what happened.
rings and
That's what happened to
jerseys
Quentin.
and shit.
That's what happened
You
to
know
Quentin.
what?
He was out there selling his scripts. And them motherfuckers was like, nah,
But
we gonna sell these motherfucking scripts. He wasn't gonna get you ain't gonna get no dime. You gonna stay downstairs in this basement.
Yeah. Man, the only reason I think about that though is because like even if they didn't encourage me and I got money, like say if you was young, you got it around 30. Like the time you reach 40 and you a different person and living, you might be like, well, you know what? This grudge is like, you know what I mean? Like Quentin, damn near 60. Shit, this nigga older than mine.
Ron, you ain't
That
gonna never
nigga
give
said,
away that grudge,
happy
bro.
birthday, Mom. Nigga ain't sending you nothing. You get the same thing you got last year. A phone
Right.
call.
I couldn't see myself doing it to moms. I couldn't see her doing what, you know what I mean, what she's accused of either, but like I guess just trying to put yourself in those shoes is just kind of hard.
So listen to this, okay? So what they say is that a tortured mind, right? Just follow me. A tortured mind usually are the best artists, right? Like most people who are like good at, like really good at music or really good at something, like went through something, right? So technically, she could be like, nigga, if I would have hugged you more,
Right.
you wouldn't have all these great, you wouldn't have all this great shit. I did what I had to do. If I would have hugged you, nigga, the only force you would have got is Sesame Street,
Right.
and that's it. So you should be, but no, I couldn't do that, and I'll tell you why. I couldn't do that without understanding, and I agree with you saying. Like when you get older, I think the problem is that we look at it from what you did to me.
Yeah.
We don't look at it like, well, what was done to her, or why doesn't she know how to love? Like, was she loved? Because
But
a
think
lot
about
of
this. Think about this though. The same way I had to figure it out, you could have
but
figured it out.
listen, but you can't. But the thing is, though, is that the reason why we say that, but you really can't say that because everything that she, like, he may have not gotten hugs, right? And she may have gotten like really beat or molested or
Of course.
so. But what I'm saying is, everybody is not, and it is what it is. Everybody is not a mentally strong person, especially older people who can say, well, let me just go to therapy and let me just get some help and let me just, because for real, our generation is the ones who really started saying therapy is cool.
Right.
Like I can go to therapy.
Right. My parents
Like-
don't believe
Yeah,
in
like
it.
you talk to your parents or your grandparents and tell them, I'm going to seek therapy. And they like, why you putting somebody else in your business? Pray about it. Pray about it, right?
Take your ass to church, nigga.
But at the same time, you can't get upset with them because that's how they were placed.
Yeah.
These are things that they felt. So if you get an abused person who's like really fucked up, they can look at it and say, but I may have not hugged you or encouraged you or been the person that I needed to be to you because I didn't get that and I didn't know how to do that. And just because you learned how to do that with open opportunities, maybe that person didn't have that. Like it took me a long time to understand that about my biological father. I can't get mad at certain situations because I didn't know what you had to go through. and finding out things that you had to go through, like, man, I don't know how I would have handled that. So I can be upset or just say, shit, I wish the situation was better. But to be an adult and understand that, shit, you couldn't give me what I needed because you didn't have it. That's like me saying, shit, give me 20. And you ain't got 20. And I keep give me 20. And you don't have it. You don't have it. That's the same thing with emotional love. A lot of people are fucked up like that because they don't have it, because they didn't get it. And they're not going to therapy. Whether you say, well, you should take the effort. Maybe her effort was, I didn't beat your ass like I got beat. Or maybe her effort was, I fed you. Shit, when I was little, I didn't get fed. Or I gave you as best that I knew that I could, and that's it. So for me, and I'm not saying that that's that situation, but I'm saying a lot of times with us, we hold grudges, but don't go back into a person's history. Like, why was this person abusive? Or why was this person a drug addict?
Only thing I got with that is, because I agree with everything that you said. Like, it really made me really think, because I can't, like when you had said, I don't know how I would deal with certain situations. So I know, like, sometimes, like, I always think about, like, Joe Jackson on the Jackson 5 when he came home, he was always fucking mad. But you didn't know he had to go work his ass off, and then he had to come home and he had to get back with his kids, because them kids, like, he had a whole bunch of kids. Yeah. So them kids that drive you fucking crazy. Yeah. So I can understand how it could be high-tempered or whatever, especially what you're saying, like somebody that already went through some shit before they even had kids. My only issue is, let me fucking in. Don't leave me clueless my whole life. Like, let me in. I remember I watched this episode of Scandal. Oh, was it Scandal? No, it was How to Get Away with Murder. And Professor Keating.
Oh,
Keating, she was so mad at her mom because I guess her brother raped her.
Her brother raped her.
And she, like, you sat there and did nothing. And then the mom was like, but that house was burnt down, right? And he burnt up with it. Why you thinking I didn't do nothing? This is years later. But in her mind, she hate her mom because her mom didn't do anything to, she thinking, but let me in that shit. Like, don't tell me, like, years later that he did. You don't gotta tell me that he's dead, but let me not live with this shit my whole life.
Yeah. But you know what? But you have to understand this.
Both sides there. Y'all throwing down.
Because that could be hard for me.
But you have to understand this.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You have to understand
you prolonging it.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, have y'all ever sat down, before my grandmother passed, I did. I said, I wish I would have got to with my grandfather, but I was 12, so I didn't. But I researched things about my grandfather as I got older, and it told me, and I literally, like, went online, looked for different stuff about our family, and it told me a lot of things and realizing about my grandfather that I didn't know and understand. But I got the chance to have a deep conversation with my grandmother, not about being my grandmother, but as a woman, as things that she went through as a woman, and things that Black people went through back in the day was not let me in. How many times, even now, you still hear people say, what goes on in this house, stay in this house. Don't talk to nobody. Don't tell your teacher, don't talk to nobody about it, even if it's not bad. Like, don't talk about what goes on in this house, right? So you get people who are conditioned to say, I'm going to take care of it, right? Because then in that situation, you got to understand, shit, she's still fucked up because, that's still her brother. That's her brother. Like, that's my brother. And even though I hate you, that's still my brother. And mentally, I got to be fucked up because you hurt my daughter. I had to hurt you. A lot of shit is going on in your head. So you can't even rack that in your brain on how to do that. So the last thing you probably worried about is let me in. We think kids are small, so they won't remember this, or they not looking at this. Like, when you argue in front of your kids, when you arguing, you're not thinking, oh shit, this is gonna have a mental effect on my kid, and when they 21, they gonna get into an argument with their woman and shit. You're not thinking about that. You thinking about right now. So older people are not. You literally have to pull teeth. I had to pull teeth. Like, when my grandmother got older, yes, she would talk about it. But when I was younger, no, she wasn't really talking about it. And this is what I'm saying. We have to put ourselves in a position of our grandparents, not thinking how we think. We have so much open opportunity, not just to sexually, but everything. We can go and say how I feel. Black men couldn't really be like, shit, I'm feeling emotional today. Black men couldn't say, shit, I'm tired. For what? Work that second job. Bring this money home. Like, we have the opportunity to do so much that our grandparents didn't do. But we can sit up here and say, well, they should have did this or they should have did that. But again, they can only give you what they got. And until you really get that in your head, even with people, when people say, shit, I'm going to cut people off, you don't know how these people, just because you do certain shit a certain way, everybody ain't like that. And that person may be having issues. And because you thinking, well, this is how I am, nigga, everybody's not like that. Maybe you should talk to that person. Or
What's your calling mama?
Who?
Keisha Cole mama.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Keisha Cole mama was just hindering her for a long time on that goddamn show. From what I seen from the show. I don't know them personally, but what was her name? So the F? Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie was
she
on
just
drugs
passed.
every,
R.I.P.
you know, like,
Frankie.
so of course, we don't know, like, mentally what she went through, and it probably was a lot. I'm pretty sure on the show, I didn't really watch it like that, but I'm pretty sure on the show, they probably talked about it and shit.
Yeah.
And that's probably why she always was helping her mom or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then at certain points, she would stop helping her mom because her mom was giving a burden to her, right? Her mom just wasn't understanding, like, this is what she need from her. That's the point I'm talking about. Like, at certain point in your life, it's not really holding a grudge. It's just like you see the repetitiveness and you can't change this person. Like, if I can't change it, like, if my brother is a thief, right?
Yeah.
And all he did was fucking steal every time I brought him around people or when I'm with the family, he just steal, right? I can't have my brother around no more.
Right.
Like now, like he probably done stole something from my wife, probably done stole the wedding ring that I worked so hard to get. Now I got to cut my brother off, right?
Yeah.
It's like I understand it, what you went through, but now it's affecting my life.
No,
and I think
get you.
I think that's what
I get you. So what I was going to say to, especially about his mom, I think the great thing that we have today is we have the opportunity to say how we're going to deal with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't do well with just cutting people off. Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just completely done with you, right?
Yeah, of course.
I learned, which is, it's been amazing. I learned how to deal with people. So if I say, well, my mother is really not supportive, right? I know I'm not going to call you and tell you, hey, Mom, won an award. You're not supportive.
Right.
You're not supportive.
Right.
But will I call and say Happy Mother's Day, Merry Christmas, and I sent you a card because I know I have to deal with you from a distance. I got to deal with you from a distance. If I got a mother who, if I got a mother who's on drugs and I know there's nothing that I can do for you. I don't care how much money in the world I give you. There's nothing that I can do for you because you got to do shit for yourself.
Yeah.
Would I still do the same, like help you? But I have my conditions on helping you. It is important for us to have healthy boundaries and for people to have healthy boundaries from us too. Because we be thinking we perfect and we not. You got issues too.
Right.
So is it important to have healthy boundaries? Yes, it is. We have the opportunity to figure that out because we have this internet therapist and everything. So I don't know. For me, I just believe in learning how to deal with people. Learning how to, yeah, Mom, I do love you because at the end of the day, you brought me into this world. At the end of the day, if I lived with you, maybe you didn't hug me, but you fed me. I could have died. You could have let somebody kidnap me,
or you just left me in the closet for 2 days.
But you
like Eminem.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
But you slid
like
that.
you hold that grudge. You don't hold that grudge. You hold that grudge because you had to fight out your childhood.
But listen
like,
to this.
To even be an adult.
But to go back to what you just said. You said that the parent, even though they went through that, they should figure that shit out, right? They should figure that shit out at some point in time.
At some point, you got to figure it out.
At some point in time, you should. Right. So, yeah, thanks for sliding the cracker under the door. I'm not going to. I'm not. Because you said he was in the closet. Talking about, hand me a Triscuit. No, I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying. For me, it just works for me to just know how to deal with people. And I feel like that's better for me. Because,
but it doesn't work for everybody.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for everybody.
That's why it's hard, because then you, like, I talk to my grandparents and they always tell me like old history, because I like to visualize shit. So I understand what they went through. No, I can't say I understand it, but I know what they went through from what they had told me. But at a certain point in life, you had to make a decision, and a lot of people do. My grandma. Not to even put her, I'm not even gonna put her business out here, but it's some people that are born from different situations.
Yeah.
And that situation you may think is a failure, but you have to figure out, you have to figure out your life, quote unquote, as a failure. You know what I mean? Like, you came into this family in an unwanted situation, and now you're here, and the only thing I can look at you as a piece of shit, right?
Yeah.
So now my whole life growing up is just you treating me like a piece of shit. So when I finally do get older, I don't want to be treated like a piece of shit no more. But you had a choice.
Yeah.
You had a choice from this decision to say I'm gonna treat her like all the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
Like, but I can't because I'm hurting, right?
Yeah.
Which I understand. But when I get older, guess what I'm gonna feel as a adult from a child, right? I done carried all that hurt with me as an adult, and I pray I don't put that same hurt on my kids.
Yeah.
That's the change.
Yeah.
Like you had to make that change for yourself. Sometimes you be hearing people be like, my mama treat me like this. I ain't gonna never treat my kids like this. And then they actually don't treat their kids like that.
Yeah. And
they had to take a point to where it be like they had to break the cycle. And a lot of people don't want to break the cycle because it was something like you were saying, like the old people were stuck in a position to where they couldn't break a cycle. But now we're older. Like now we're older to the point to where you can break that cycle. But you saying I can't even call my mama to even tell her that I got an award because she's still in that same cycle.
You know what? What really started helping me, and I know that everybody gonna say whatever, but this shit is true. Life coaches are great. I watch Ayanla.
I knew you was
right?
gonna say.
I know for real. And when she would say,
ain't she on like her 5th marriage or something?
No, she got married to the same dude over.
Obviously, it ain't working.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's not married to him. She's not married to him now. But at the same time, who's the best to tell you not to do something? Somebody who been through some shit. Like who's best to tell you shit? Don't lose money like this, because nigga, let me tell you what the fuck I did.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for telling me. But I feel like this. Sometimes you have to be okay with understanding. You may not never get an apology. And you may not ever get the relationship that you would want with your mother, your father, your sibling, your best friend. You may not get what you desire from those people. And the moment that you stop wanting, or expecting, same thing with a relationship. The moment you stop expecting is when you could start to do better and start to heal. It's sad that you can't, in that situation, as you explained, can't call your mom and say, hey, I want an award, right? It's sad that
is sad.
It's sad that you can't say that to your mother. And I'm not saying for anyone who's in that situation, and I know people very close to me who are in that situation, and it took a lot of therapy for them to understand this is how I deal with you. And the person knows that is how they deal with them. And they don't like it, but they understand that I got to deal with that because those were choices that you made. I feel like we are the generation that can break generational curses. But you say break generational curses around an older black person, they're going to say, what curses?
We ain't cursed, nigga.
What curses?
I was.
We're just fine, which should just automatically go to tell you.
Shit, not my church fam. They try to nip them already with the anointed oil. Right? Ain't that right, Robert? They don't play. Church families don't play like that.
But you know what? A church. The crazy thing is
that'd be the most cycles.
Yeah, the crazy thing is, I feel like sometimes you need multiple outlets. Like I may need the pastor. I may need my therapist.
Yeah.
I may need a bottle of Hennessy. I may need different little things to help me get through what I'm going through, and if they work together as a team, that's all that matters. Remy, because I'm not a Hennessy, really.
So the alcohol got to work with everything else, too. The people around you got to have the perfect,
If you put your problems...
I've been drinking a lot of wine lately. That's how I've been getting through my shit.
Hold on. You done moved out of town. You done got a view and start drinking wine.
That's all I drink is wine.
Hey, look, next thing we know, Ron going to be in button-ups and sandals.
Pretty soon.
Ron gonna come in here and talk about, what's up, hood niggas? What happened?
Should have seen what I had on the other day. You can't be walking around downtown dressing like I usually dress. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to shake it up.
We gonna be like, is that a poodle nigga? Shit. you just bringing dogs muffet. Sit down. Like, what the fuck that happened? It's how are you liking your new digs? I didn't ask that before we leave. I need to ask that. Congratulations to Ron moving on up, literally. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit.
Moving on up when you downtown, you got a nice little view. You just doing things. You live next to nice neighbors, and you gotta, just.
Man, I'm just excited about trying to figure these people out. That's all. Like the past 2 weeks I had I'm coming outside now. The past 2 weeks I have been in the winter because we've been so behind on like getting stuff together. But now, like, beach. It's got a little time to walk. Like, as soon as we finish doing this podcast, we might ride some scooters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Been meeting neighbors because everybody's walking their fucking dogs. They got these greyhounds. They got actual horses coming up the hallway. Like, so I'm gonna give me a dog so I can get in with them people. I just want to meet new people.
Right.
And talk
that's
to new
that's
people.
how you gotta meet new people.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
They look at Ron, be like,
Right.
"You don't have a dog." Oh, well, have a great day. Ron coming there with a dog. Oh my, Ron,
Come on in, nigga. We didn't like your ass yesterday.
but we're just cooking dinner. Come in. Oh my God, we didn't know you were there.
Hey, but the craziest part, I got on the elevator about a week ago, and
And
it
they
was
was
this
like
old
this on that
dude.
motherfucker, wasn't they? At first, they was closing it.
Nah, I was already on there. Well, nah, we met before we got on the elevator.
Okay.
And a dude had this little chihuahua. So every black person know like what a chihuahua look like. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, chihuahua, right? Why did I say that? This nigga, man, we talked for 10 minutes. The elevator kept going up and down. Then he talked to me on the way up. He gave me this dog. It was a chihuahua mixed with something. And I guess in other countries 200 years ago, these damn chihuahuas used
They
to keep
know.
these fucking
Right.
fields, they used to rid of the rats and shit. Man, bro, this dude talk for like, every time he see me, that's what he do. Like, I want to be around people like that who actually like talking to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I had to get out of my environment. I don't like being in the ghetto no more. Nobody want to talk to you. Nobody want to talk about dreams
Yeah.
and nothing. So
No, whatever. Rodney,
had to go.
Rodney would talk to you about your pit, about his pit. He'd be like, "Oh, this a blue though. This a blue. He's a brindle. His brother
Oh,
was,
my God.
was bigger. I put him on the tire every.
Hey, before we get out of here, I do got to see this. I do got to say this. Black people, bro, they only like pit bulls, first of all. I don't give a fuck. Like 90% of black
Weird,
people, they
right?
got to get a pit bull. It's the weirdest shit. If you say you want something other than a pit bull, they look at you as if you less than, like you lose your ghetto card or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't get y'all. If you say you're looking for a dog, if you say you're going to go through a professional place like Petland or something, you will get inboxed by these angry black breeders and shit.
Boy,
Be
they
like,
don't play.
why you don't want no pit bull? So you going to go to a
Right.
service? I'm like, bro, this shit is serious. But
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they try to hold them.
I don't
They
like
trying to hold me down.
I don't like
Good
breeders.
episode.
Oh yeah, let us. We appreciate you for listening.
See-
we know.
See, Cortez a party promoter now. That's how
Yeah.
he end the show. He was like, this was a good episode.
Nah, I was
Right.
just starting.
Wrap this shit up, nigga. I got
this
parties to
shit.
go promote. I gotta go shake my
Nah.
Hey, but I do gotta say this though, man. Shout out to the Spotify listeners, the iTunes listeners,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Y'all doing y'all thing with the streaming. Pretty soon, hey, I just want to let y'all know, just in case y'all didn't
YouTube.
know, we're actually doing videos on YouTube. Check us out. We got a whole lot of videos with these celebrities and these people y'all been hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Get
video. We got them on
Get
video.
over there. Get on over there.
Just get everywhere.
We
Just
got them on VHS over there.
after you listen to one, listen to another one. Like just go everywhere and listen to us.
This shit crack.
Even if you already listened to it, you can look at it. Just
Yo,
go look
shout
at
out
it.
to the Kansas City
Look
People's
at it and
Social
listen to it
Awards.
again.
It was a dope experience. Shout out to
Yeah,
Terrell Ray.
Kansas City.
Everybody on the team. Shout out to Kansas City, man. That was a dope award. I'm out.
And everyone later.
Yep.